Yo, what's going on, boys? This is my trade recap. If this is the first one of the series that you're watching, I'm doing trade recaps of my last two trading weeks, pretty much. And then because I'm not going to be trading for the rest of the year, and then when I start taking trades again, I'm just going to continue this series with those trades. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys my journal entry, obviously how much I made on the trade, screenshot of the trade, and then I'm going to go on FX replay and actually journal it so you guys can see my thought process, etc., and what's going on in my head, and not just me telling you that I entered here. I'll tell you why I entered here, what unfolded during this session which made me enter, and etc., etc. So first things first, Monday is my highest probability day, so I was very confident. I had a 5-minute FVG and a 5-minute volume imbalance, I believe. No, it was just a 5-minute FVG, and then a 1-minute IFVG out, pretty clean. And in this situation, it wasn't the first presented 5-minute, so it was very discretionary. I wanted to see us flip through with momentum, which we did. And yeah, as we can see, here's the trade. This was the 5-minute FEG over here. Tapped into it, gave a 1-minute IFEG out of it. Very clean flip. Came up here, tested it to push higher, literally couldn't push any higher, and then inversed it literally as if it didn't exist. Closed below this candle, giving me my CISD entry as well. And then after that, pretty simple dimple trade from there. So you can see, obviously this is going to be with my actual fill. I might not get exactly filled where I did here, because you guys must remember these candles go up and down for a minute, so I have seconds and 30 seconds to decide, okay, do I want to fill here, do I want to fill here? But this just does candle for candle. Anyways, so I believe off open, I just need to see what were we trending towards here, because there I didn't write it down. I don't know why I didn't write it down. Let me just see. Overall happy elements. No, I didn't write that. But we were trading into either a daily fair value gap or London lows, but I'm just going to check. I know London lows is there. London lows and a 4-hour, which is clean. And then let me check. I believe there was a daily gap that we were. Yeah, exactly. There's this daily gap here. Bang. So these are two very strong draws on liquidity for me. Ideally, on an open like this, I'm wanting to see us resweep this high here and then push lower, and I do not think we got that. Exactly, we opened low and continued. And now in this instance here, we swept London lows. This situation, after sweeping London, maybe Asia's still there. I'm now gonna likely be looking to buy, right? Because if we can sweep this gap and London low and flip this 1 minute with momentum here, I would 100% be looking to buy. But as we can see, this 1 minute gap here, we came up into it and did not manage to flip it. If we flipped this and acted like this gap wasn't here and showed me momentum to the upside, we would have most likely been looking to take out all-time high right here, previous day high, all of this, right? Which is very strong draws on liquidity as well. But we do have this daily gap here, which we can still trade towards along with Asia lows. So now I'm just going to let price unfold for a little bit and show me more what it's still wanting to do. Because we still have our first presented 5-minute over here, which we could also look for a trade from. I'm just going to let market unfold. I don't believe we did end up trading into it, or did we? Oh yeah, we traded into the first presented 5, but we never got an IFEG out that I liked. See here, there, we never got anything that I liked. I'm pretty sure, unless I took a 30-second. No, this was not the trade that I took. I didn't take that, simply just didn't like it. I thought we were going to take Asia and then flip higher still, right? So I waited. And after this happened here, after I saw us sweep Asia as well and not push higher off of that, I gave it a few more candles, but then is when I truly flipped my bias bearish, right? And usually I'm also not going to be looking for shorts at all-time high, but after seeing us displace through these levels with so much momentum, I'm pretty much looking for either the 5-minute that I took a trade out of to get inversed so we can push higher, or a continuation play out of that. But that's my more preferred way of trading that. So now I'm going to see here, and bang, I believe we just made a 5-minute fair value gap right there. I'm just going to remove all the other drawings so you guys can focus on what's important there. And then we still have the daily fair value gap, which is my draw on liquidity. And remember, you guys are going to want to reverse engineer your trades around draw on liquidity. So we have the daily fair value gap along with previous day low, I believe a little bit below that. No, right inside of it. Perfect, right? This is a fucking beautifully strong draw on liquidity, which is why I'm very, very keen to trade towards it. So now I'm going to look and see if we can get a continuation play out of this 5-minute gap here. Can't remember when we did end up. Here it is. Here. Beautiful. Just below this draw on liquidity, 150 points away. Very obvious draw. It's very obvious that this is where we're looking to displace to next. The reason we don't just enter a trade though is because we want to enter the trade when we know it's not going to look for a retracement. So what is the price doing right now? I'm pretty sure in this situation, I remember only one of these these FEGs getting filled, and this one didn't show up. But on TradingView, I'm pretty sure there was a volume imbalance here and a fair value gap. And obviously, I would have more likely been looking for this fair value gap. I'm actually going to check it out quickly. I do believe, unless it was a different day that I'm thinking of, I do believe there was a volume imbalance over there. Let's just take a look. This was the 15th. Monday the 15th. Here we go. This was into the daily. Am I on the wrong? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's Tuesday. Monday the 15th. Yeah, there was a volume imbalance. So as we can see here, this would have been my preferred fair value gap. But on TradingView, I noticed that we have this volume imbalance here. And that, combined with this FEG, is very strong. And that's going to be more than enough for me to take the trade out of if we do get a reaction. And otherwise, I would have 100% waited for something up here. Pretty sure we had a 15 as well. No, not yet. I would have 100% waited for something up there. But this with the volume imbalance is fine for me. That's a very nice reversal I could see happening straight into this draw on liquidity. So what do? It's got this here still. This was when I believe we'd started to push higher. Flipped, right? This is my first time now. As we can see, what the 5 minutes starting to look like is us wicking through this point and respecting it and pushing lower. Now I'm just wanting to see us flush through this fair value gap as though it's wasn't even there, which we got right here. That's when I'm gonna go short. My stops above this high and my TP at a 1-to-1. I don't even need to target the whole drawn liquidity, because remember, drawn liquidity is just so that you know there's a long stretch in the market that's gonna go in your direction, i.e. today I know this level is gonna get taken out. I don't need to trade all the way there, but I can get my piece of the pie in that zone knowing that it's going all the way there. So now I can go short. Let me just do the math. How much did I make? 260, so that's about a 3 position there. 230, good enough there. And then we can just see how it played out. I do remember a little bit of chop, but ultimately it's gonna displace. The resweep of that low was my BE, and yeah. And yeah, boys, pretty solid. The reason we're gonna trade into this is exactly what I'm about to show you now. Look what happens once we actually sweep this zone. That is our take profit for a very good reason, because this is a zone where when you look back at the chart in hindsight, the higher time frame is ready to reverse from here, meaning that it's actually possible that the next 4, 8, 12 hours just go up from here, right? And that's the very nice thing about reverse engineering your trade around a draw on liquidity, because we know we had 3 draws. London low, sorry, London low, Asia low, and previous day low with this daily gap. If London low and Asia low gets swept and we are not looking to push higher, it's very obvious where we're going to go next. And rather than trying to fight the market and trying to take this buy up and getting caught and the other buy, we can just take the trade, reverse engineer it around the draw down to it, right? Because now it's chopping around because we've met objective for the day. Everybody who's wanted to make money today has made their money and they're happy. It doesn't, no one really cares what's happening now, right? It's just bullshit markets. But yeah, boys, that's how I made $260 day trading in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes. Cold. Alright, boys, I hope that you guys are getting a lot of value from these. I genuinely am trying to provide as much value as I possibly can. Appreciate everybody who's popping into them, and I hope you guys are actually taking in the information, because there's actually a lot to be learned. And yeah, much love. Appreciate you, boys.